New Year's doesn't just flip a page on the calendar. It feels more like standing in a doorway between two rooms, one full of everything you've already lived through, and another still dark, waiting to light up when you step inside. There's a moment right before midnight when life gets very honest, not in to-do lists or resolutions, but in small images that hook your attention for no logical reason at all. Psychologists say the symbols we feel drawn to can quietly reveal what story is already brewing inside us for the year ahead. In this test, you will see 4 simple winter symbols. No labels, no explanations, no right choice. Your only task is to notice which picture tugs at you first, almost like it chooses you instead of the other way around. When you've made your choice, stay with it. That quiet pull is your subconscious speaking up. In the next part of the video, this choice will unfold into a storyline about what the coming year is preparing for you. The main theme, the turning point, and the version of you that is ready to step out of the shadows and take the lead. If you chose the Christmas tree, your new year is coming in the energy of inner home and quiet growth. Life may not explode with fireworks, but it is giving you a year where you finally rebuild instead of just surviving. Maybe this past year felt like one long test. Too many losses, too many responsibilities, too many days when you pushed through on empty. You might have gone to bed thinking, "I can't keep doing this," and still got up the next morning, put on your "I'm fine" face and kept going. Your choice says, the hardest stretch of that road is behind you. Think about how many nights you fell asleep with your mind still racing, scrolling your phone, pretending everything was normal, while a quiet counter in your head kept ticking. Didn't finish this. Messed up there. Swallowed my feelings again. Maybe there were nights when you lay in the dark and thought, is this really my life? Is this what it's going to be? You didn't always say it out loud, but your body knew. Tight shoulders, clenched jaw, that constant sense that you owe everyone just a little more. The evergreen tree grows slowly, ring by ring, season by season, through snow, wind, and long winters when nothing seems to change. But the tree is still building itself from the inside. That's you. On the outside, you may have looked okay, but inside you were holding yourself together with sheer will. Maybe this year took something important from you. A person, a plan, a version of yourself you were attached to. Maybe it shook your health, your faith in people, or your sense of control. There were probably moments when you thought, that's it, I'm done. And yet you kept replying to messages, handling problems, showing up for others. The tree is a sign. You didn't break. You walked through your own winter and didn't turn to ice. Somewhere deep down, you kept a tiny spark alive. One day, it will feel lighter. So, what does the new year bring you? A year of slow recovery. Not a sudden plot twist, but a gentle comeback to yourself. You'll start to notice a little more stability inside. Fewer emotional roller coasters, fewer crises, more days that feel manageable. Bills, plans, routines won't disappear, but they'll start to feel less like a storm and more like weather you can dress for. A year of building a solid base. You'll be cleaning up old messes, unfinished tasks, vague agreements, unresolved situations. Not all at once, but step by step. Things that used to hang over your head like a storm cloud will either be completed or will stop controlling your every decision. A year of real boundaries. You will feel, maybe for the first time, that you simply cannot be the strong one for everyone anymore. This year will invite you to say no where you have been sacrificing yourself for too long. It will feel scary at first, but it won't destroy your relationships. It will make them cleaner and more honest. A year of small, real joys. A Christmas tree covered in lights is a reminder. You need little moments of celebration, not just checklists. In the new year, Joy will begin to come back, not as big Instagram events, but as quiet, ordinary miracles. A warm evening, honest laughter, good food, a hobby that makes you forget about time. Happiness stops being something you postpone for later and becomes something you taste in small sips. A year where you don't have to be the strong one all the time. There will be more room for your own feelings. You may finally allow yourself to cry, to say, "I'm not okay," to ask for help instead of always offering it. And that moment of honesty will be the beginning of real relief. At some point in the new year, you might catch a strange, quiet feeling, as if the volume in your head turned down half a notch. You'll wake up one morning, look at your day, and think, "Yes, there's still a lot to do, but I don't feel as crushed as before." Not because life suddenly became perfect, but because there is finally a little more space for you inside your own life. Like someone opened a window in a stuffy room, and you took your first deep breath in a long time. The main turning point of this year for you is this. You're moving from, "I hold everything together no matter what," to, "I'm allowed to build a life where I can exhale." The new year doesn't promise a fairy tale, but it does promise you a chance to put down strong roots, turn on your own lights, and feel, "This life is slowly becoming more about me and what I truly need." If you felt drawn to the snow globe, the new year is about dreams that stop living only in your head. This symbol belongs to people who carry a whole universe inside and are finally tired of keeping it behind glass. Think about what a snow globe is. On the outside, it's just a small decoration on a shelf. But the moment you shake it, the whole scene comes alive. Flakes swirling, lights glowing, a tiny world waking up. That is what happens to you whenever you let yourself really imagine a different life. Maybe this past year left you with a lot of almosts. Projects you wanted to start but didn't. Ideas you saved in your notes app and never opened again. A version of you that exists only in late-night thoughts. You might keep telling yourself, "One day, when things calm down, when I have more time, more money, more energy, I'll finally do it." But one day keeps moving further down the calendar. Choosing the snow globe means there are too many unlived dreams piled up inside you. And the new year is gently asking, what if we try, just a little, to give them a real chance? What does the new year bring you? A year of being honest with yourself. You'll start to feel the gap between what you truly want and what you do on autopilot. Excuses like, "It's fine, everyone lives like this, I shouldn't want more," will sound emptier than before. It will be harder to pretend you don't care. You may catch yourself thinking, "If I go through another year like this, I'll suffocate my own dream." That thought won't be comfortable, but it will be a turning point. As someone once said, the pain of staying the same finally becomes greater than the fear of change. A year of small but real steps. The snow globe isn't asking you to quit your job, burn all bridges, and move across the world. It's inviting you to stop treating your real life as a someday fantasy. In the new year, you'll notice tiny openings. A free evening, a class you've been eyeing, a message from someone who shares your interests, a quiet weekend where you could finally sit and create instead of scrolling. Life will put little doors in front of you and ask, will you walk through this one? Or will you tell yourself, maybe later again? Every time you choose action over later, even in the smallest way, the glass between you and your dream gets thinner. A year of gentle outer change. First, the changes will be internal. New plans, new priorities. A clearer picture of what you want your future to look like. Then your outer world will slowly start to reflect that shift. You might change how you spend your free time, what you surround yourself with, what you say yes and no to. It doesn't have to be a dramatic career switch or a big move. Sometimes changing your direction by just a few degrees is enough. A year later, you're in a completely different place. A year of protecting your sensitivity. People who love snow globes are usually very sensitive. Stories, music, small gestures, they all land deeply. Last year, this sensitivity may have felt more like a burden. Too much bad news, drama, pressure to be tough and productive. This new year will ask you to guard that softness instead of apologizing for it. Less time in spaces that feel cynical and loud. More time where your feelings are not a joke, in creativity, therapy, journaling, honest conversations, quiet mornings and late-night talks that feed your soul. As the saying goes, you don't have to be less sensitive, you just have to be more selective. A year when the dream steps out of the glass. At some point in the new year, you may realize that something you used to only daydream about is slowly becoming real. Maybe it's your first small project, your first brave yes, your first, this is what I really want. It might look tiny from the outside, but for you it will feel like shaking the snow globe for the first time in years and actually watching it come to life. The main turning point of this year for you is this. You're moving from, I secretly live in my head while acting out someone else's script, to I'm slowly writing my own script in the real world. No, the new year won't magically grant every wish, but it will give you something even more powerful, the chance to stop being just a spectator of your inner movie and become its director, one small scene at a time. And every time you take a real step toward what lights you up, even a tiny, shaky one, the snow inside your globe begins to glow a little brighter. If the gift box was the one you couldn't look away from, your new year is about connection, love, support, and finally learning to receive, not just give. A present is a funny thing. From the outside, it's just paper and ribbon. The real value is hidden inside, and you only discover it if you dare to take it and open it. That's exactly how the good things in your life work too. Maybe this past year turned you into the giver. You're the one who remembers birthdays, keeps the group chat alive, listens to long voice notes at midnight. You check in on your people, send money when someone is short, stay late so the team doesn't fall apart. But when you needed someone, suddenly the room got very quiet. It's easy to pick up a quiet rule from that. If I don't expect anything, I can't get disappointed. It protects you from hurt, but it also keeps every good thing at arm's length. Choosing the gift box means there is another part of you, tired but still breathing, that whispers, I want to be chosen too. I want life to surprise me in a good way, not only in bad ones. What does the new year bring you? A year of relationship truth. This year will work like turning the lights on in a dim room. You'll start to see which connections are actually mutual and which ones are running only on your energy. Some people will show up for you without being asked. Others will fade out the moment you stop carrying the whole thing on your back. It might hurt, but it will also feel strangely clean, like finally emptying a closet and seeing what actually fits and what never really did. You'll find yourself asking, am I here because it's good for my heart or because I'm afraid to let go? 1. A year of learning to receive. The core lesson of the gift box is simple and hard at the same time. Can you let good things come to you and stay? In the new year, life will give you chances to practice. Someone compliments you. Can you just say thank you instead of, oh, it's nothing? Someone offers help. Can you accept it without instantly replying, no, I'm fine, I've got it? Someone invites you deeper into their world. Can you be there fully without waiting for the catch? Every time you say a clean, honest yes to support, you're telling life, I'm not here only to carry other people. I'm also here to be cared for. Like they say, you teach people how to treat you by what you allow. A year of gifts out of nowhere. The gift box also points to unexpected good turns. A new person who feels oddly safe from the very first conversation. An old friend who comes back right when you need them. An offer, an idea, a door that opens out of the blue when you thought your chance was gone. It's not magic. It's what happens when you slowly raise the bar on what you believe you deserve. When you stop accepting crumbs, life gradually stops feeding you only crumbs. A year of rebuilding your sense of worth. Somewhere along the way, you may have picked up beliefs like, I'm too much. I'm not enough. I have to earn every bit of affection. This year will gently challenge those lines in your head. You'll notice how different you act when you see yourself as worthy. You laugh less at jokes that hurt. You work a little less for people who don't appreciate it. You stay less in rooms where your heart feels small. You'll start talking to yourself more like you would to someone you truly love. You did your best. You're allowed to rest. You deserve to be here. As one quote says, you accept the love you think you deserve. This year is about slowly changing what you think you deserve. A year where giving and receiving find balance. You won't stop being generous. Your heart is wired to care. But this year will guide you toward a new equation. Not I love you, so I'll do everything for you. But I love you and I love myself, so there will be a fair exchange between us. There will be a small but unforgettable moment. Someone will do something truly kind for you, and instead of guilt, suspicion, or the urge to pay it back immediately, you'll feel a simple warm thought. They did this because they wanted to. I don't have to earn it. I can just receive. The main turn of this year for you is this. You're moving from, I must prove I'm worthy of love and attention, to, I'm allowed to be loved simply because I'm here. The new year won't suddenly fill your life with perfect people, but it will sharpen your radar for who is truly good for your heart and give you the courage to step closer to them, opening yourself like a gift that finally believes it deserves to be unwrapped. Midnight is a strange time. On the outside, there can be noise, fireworks, countdowns, people shouting Happy New Year. But inside, for many people, it's very quiet. That's the moment when you catch yourself thinking things you don't say out loud. I can't keep living like this. This chapter is over, even if I'm still pretending it's not. If you chose the clock frozen at 12 a.m., it means you're standing at the edge of a big inner cycle. You might already feel that certain patterns in your life are burnt out. They don't inspire you. They don't move you forward. They just repeat. As the saying goes, what got you here won't get you there. This year is about that exact moment. What does the new year bring you? A year of real endings. This won't be a year of, maybe it'll fix itself. It's a year where life gently, and sometimes very directly, leads you to the sentence, this is over. I'm done trying to make it work. It might be a job where you've been checked out for a long time, a relationship that feels more like a drain than a home, a version of you that exists only to keep other people comfortable. Some doors will close. A few because you finally choose to close them. A few because life slams them shut for you. It may hurt, but staying in rooms that are already empty would hurt even more. A year of 0 point inside. Reset doesn't mean I have nothing. It means the old story no longer has power over you. In the new year, you may go through strange pauses. Projects slow down, plans fall through, familiar structures crack. You might feel like you're in between trains, no longer on the old one, not yet on the new one. That in-between is your personal midnight. It's scary because nothing feels solid, but it's exactly in moments like this that the phrase becomes true. When nothing is certain, anything is possible. A year of radical honesty with yourself. The clock at midnight isn't about tweaking the surface. It's about asking the questions you've dodged for a long time. If no one judged me, how would I actually want to live? Where am I faking it just to be liked or needed? What am I still holding on to only because I'm afraid to admit it's over? This year you'll have less energy for pretending and more need for the real thing. Some people may step back when you stop playing your old role, but the ones who stay, and the ones who arrive, will know a more honest version of you. A year of new agreements with life. Every reset creates space for new rules. You'll notice yourself losing tolerance for what you used to call just how it is. Constant burnout, being taken for granted, living on autopilot, saying yes when your whole body is saying no. You'll start making quiet deals with yourself. I don't stay where I'm consistently disrespected. I won't run my life on empty and call it normal. I'm allowed to want more than survival. At first, these will be just thoughts, but as you repeat them, decisions will slowly begin to line up behind them. A year of first real steps into a new chapter. A turning point year rarely looks pretty while you're in it. It's not a highlight reel. It's a series of small, sometimes awkward moves. The first honest conversation you've been avoiding. The first time you say no and don't swallow it back. The first door you walk out of with your hands shaking. The first moment you say, "I'm choosing myself this time." But one day you'll look back and realize you don't think the same thoughts. You don't react the same way. You don't agree to the same painful compromises. You quietly became a different person, steadier, clearer, more alive. The core shift of this year for you is this. You're moving from, "I hold on to the past because I'm scared of the unknown," to, "I let go of the past, so there's room for something new." The clock at midnight doesn't promise an easy road, but it does mark the moment you stop walking in circles. You step out of the old loop, not because you feel 100% ready, but because staying there has become impossible. And every time you choose yourself, even with shaky hands, the hands on your inner clock move a little further away from that old stuck 12 band and closer to the moment when you can honestly say, "From here on, my life really begins." If you made it all the way here, this year is clearly not just another year for you. It's not about barely getting through. It's about living it on purpose, a little more awake than before. The symbol you chose wasn't random. It's your inner compass quietly pointing toward a new storyline that's ready to unfold, whether your mind feels ready or not. This isn't a life sentence or a fixed prediction. Think of it more like an invitation to pay closer attention to yourself, to admit what's already ripening inside, and to give it a real chance in your everyday life. If something in this reading really hit home, share it in the comments. Tell which image you picked and where you recognized yourself in the message. Putting it into words helps you anchor the insight, and your story might be exactly what someone else needs to feel less alone tonight. And if you feel called to keep exploring your patterns, archetypes, and those inner turning points, you're welcome to stay. There will be more videos like this in the new year. Gentle deep dives, honest self-talk, and small, doable shifts that slowly change the way your life feels from the inside out.